Here are the three things that hold women in business back from having a thriving business.
So, this is based off the work that we've done with many women in business, and we've identified these three key areas that really are the key things that stop you from business growth or creating the business that you love without the burnout. And we're going to take you through what those three key things are. First up, it's about understanding or identifying if you are in the busy trap. So, the busy trap is that feeling where there's just too much going on, you're constantly busy, and you might even be on your way to, if not already at, burnout. You might be feeling like you're juggling all of the balls. You're on juggle street. You are, even though you have a team, you are all things to all people, and it just never seems to end. I mean, seriously, wasn't having a team meant to save you time, not still drain your time and energy? And the other thing we find is that a lot of women in business are stuck in this place of business chaos. And business feels chaotic because, yes, you're getting the sales, you're getting the clients, you're hitting goals, you have a successful business, but you may have experienced rapid growth. And so, therefore, it's feeling really chaotic and like you can't keep up.
And what we know is what you really want. You want to get out of this busy trap and you want time freedom. You want the freedom to be able to finish work at a reasonable hour and get home to your family and your loved ones. You want to be able to not start your working day at 5 p.m. at night. You want to take holidays. All of these things are about having the freedom to choose to do what you want to in your time. And what we know is when you get these three areas right, which includes our mindset, that's the first one. Mindset is all about how do you view time? How are you looking at your problem in relation to lack of time? Then we look at your boundaries that you're setting. Are you setting clear boundaries for your staff, for your customers, for your family? And the third thing that we know helps you get time freedom is knowing your drivers. What's the thing that makes you tick? What makes you do what you do and makes you really, really good at it? You've got to lean into that in order to be able to move away from the busy trap and into time freedom.
What we also know is that Juggle Street isn't the most fun to be a place to be hanging out on. So we want you to move from a place of Juggle Street to a place of peak performance. Again, you've got a team in place, whether that's a virtual remote team, whether that's an in-house full-time team, you know that you need the support and help because you have people around you. But somehow you just still end up doing a lot of, if not all of the work. And when you have certain factors like the right culture in place, when you look at your operating rhythms, and when you look at the skills of your team members as well as yourself, it means that you can start to not have to mind read as much, but you can actually start handing over and empower your team. And ultimately, what this means for you is that you can step back from your business and you can step into your genius zone instead of being tethered to Juggle Street. That's where we want you to be.
Absolutely. And when you get these lined up, and the final piece of the puzzle is moving from business chaos right over to smart growth. This is about growing your business in a way that doesn't feel chaotic, in a way that is clever for you and helps you to achieve the goals that you've set for your vision for the future because you have the space and the time. Now, to be able to move away from chaos into clarity, what we need to do is, first of all, as business owners, plan. We need to step out of the business to work on the business. And we need to have that time freed up to be able to have the mental space to be able to map out what it is you need to do to get to the goal that you want to achieve. The second point here that we really need to be all across is sales. Sales is all about you not being the only person in the business with the sales process in your mind. It's about stepping it out for your team. It's also about identifying that you're working with the right clients, that you have the right process and structure set up for you to do sales in a way that feels natural and helps grow the business. And the final piece of the puzzle is all about profit. Because there is no point in being in business if you are not paying yourself a wage and a worthy wage of the work that you do as a CEO of a business, but also having the profit there for you to be able to live the lifestyle that you choose to.
So when you have all of these moving pieces of the puzzle in place, my friends, it means that you can truly, truly thrive in business. So what Ness and I would love for you to do is, based on these key areas that we've taken you through, identify what is one key area that really jumped out at you as being something that you have nailed and is already in place, and celebrate that, acknowledge that. And then on the flip side, what's the area that when we went through it with you, you might have wanted to crawl under the desk and hide a little bit, or you've been avoiding it, or you don't really know much about it? It could just be that. What is that area? Because that will identify one of the biggest gaps that you have that you want to be looking at. So, my friends, here we are. This is the Thrive model for you to be able to thrive in business without business burnout. And we really look forward to having a conversation with you really soon about what your strengths are and what your gaps are, so you can thrive in business too.
Looking forward to connecting soon.
Bye.